Now I have put an awful lot of fencing up to keep these chickens on down the bottom. And look, to see if you can see that. Down on top of it sheds Clarice. What are you doing down there? What are you doing up there, you mother clucker? I've opened Chaise Clarice to get a little bit of airing. As I went in it this morning, it was absolutely red hot. Look at that stupid chicken. We've even put I don't know if you can see. I'm holding this with one hand, guys, so sorry if it's shaking. Even put net on top of the gate so they won't go over that. They can't go over the fencing, but I think what they're doing is actually going up the handrail. Where is she? I don't want her in my garden. There she comes. Come on, you! There's Prada. Come on! Look at her clopping away. Come on here, up here. Oh, I don't want her near there. Here! Cook, 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 cook. Oh, okay, so I must go get her. Right, so Mr. Hunter is away down to bring all the chickens up. After she has escaped. Let's carry on. I've already did a couple of tubs here. Filled them up with the basically dry compost. And we are indeed going to carry on and get these variety of plum tomatoes in. I'll have to have a wee look at the packet. These are not from shop bought, they're actually from seeds. I didn't think I had plum tomato seeds this year, so what I had done, I'm going to put 2 in this pot. Pots are very big. So what I did earlier on was indeed cut plum tomato slices and popped them in the soil, and then when I was going through all my seed box, I indeed found some plum seeds. So we've got them everywhere. There we go, nice one there. And remember, when you're doing tomatoes, you can put them as deep as possible, because all the wee hairs coming out the side of the tomato are indeed roots. So makes no difference how deep you put them. And quite honestly, the deeper it goes in, the better. So I'm going to pop 2 in each one of these tubs. I'm going to have an awful lot of excess, and the reason they were sitting like that in a wee clump and not totally covered up with compost was Daniel had come along the other day for my birthday with Christophe, and he has got the gardening bug, which I am absolutely delighted to see. Christophe is doing the flowers and Daniel is doing his fruit and veg, and he's quite impressed because his tomato plants are coming up. But aren't we all, as soon as we see those little seeds bursting through the soil? Oh. And then when you see the 2 leaves, it is a sight to behold. And as the lovely Monty would say, there is nothing that you can whack in by tasting your first fresh, warm tomato of the year. So there we go, that's us got 4 there already. And I'm just going to do, let me see, yep, I've only done the 3 pots here for this particular video. And coming up, what I am going to be doing next, this is great, getting stuff done. As I said, over a fortnight with rain, about a fortnight I should say, of rain and storms and no electricity. And we get Darling. Has meant very little has been done. And I have got brassicas, etc. to get put out into the garden, but now with all the rain and the garden flooded, we have to wait until all that sort of dries out as well now. So we'll be moaning in a couple of weeks, watch this, about it being too hot and too dry. So they'll kind of flop away for a wee while and then they will spring back to life again. Now, I'll pop them in there for a minute. I'll just finish this off, because this is the tub that had the black-hearted sunflower seeds in that came to nothing. This one will not need a water, and I'm just going to put one plum tomato in here as it's a smaller tub. Sorry for the shaking, guys. I've got these balancing on all year round cauliflower. Now let me see if I can get a nice juicy one. Let's see, there's one there. There we go. So plenty of tomatoes this year again, as per normal, for making sauces and putting in the freezer. Now, a lot of people are definitely doing growing that never grew before, which is absolutely fan-daddy double dozy. I will deal with them later. But for now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 7. And I'll label one just for the time being. Set them all together. Rub that off because it didn't come to anything. And we will have a plum. And I'll set these beside the rest, so that I know what they are and label them up shortly. Right guys, next thing is, don't know if you were watching the beautiful and handsome Guru Nathinda down at the Little Farmer's Farm, and he is doing parsnips in buckets, or parsnips in pots, should I say. I apologise. And then I was looking at his little video the other night, and I went, do you know what? I've got extra ones. Why not put them in pots? And then when I had a wee look in Ola plastic greenhouse earlier, we have them in the seed trays as well. I think I've been looking that way when should be looking that way, so apologies. So I'm going to get some of these in tubs. They'll probably be slightly stockier than the ones in the ground because they won't have as far to go. But hey ho, a feed's a feed, guys, isn't it? I'm going to start with this one, guys. It's not very deep, but I'll do them in 2 or 3 different size or depths of pot, and we'll see what the results will be. So I'm just filling it up with compost. I've got the compost sitting here on the chair to keep it off the ground. And I do think our garden centres are starting to open up, but just before they closed they were only letting 2 in at a time anyway, so I think that'll probably be the case. It's just that I got an email stating that I could have came back down and has a visit, so I think we'll do these ones because these are bigger. And I think I will do it in a triangle shape, and we shall have 3 in this pot. Now let's see. I shall lift this up. We have some eggs underneath. Not like spiders' eggs, not slugs right enough, and the roots are coming through the bottom. So if I can squeeze that up, these were watered not that long ago. Or the tray was watered not that long ago. Now, I do not know if that is a flower or a weed. But there you go, guys, look at that. Maybe just get 2 in this pot. I think I'll just backtrack on that, Clarice. But my goodness me, absolutely fantastic. That's what happens when you put them in the greenhouse. And because of the weather, you don't get out. And I have actually, oh sorry, I've actually put that in and covered the bottom first leaves. Don't know if that'll make much of a difference, but that is the way I am planting these ones up. Get this one in here. A gentle squeeze like that. Obviously, smaller plant, not as much roots, but still. Same again. I am covering the leaves up at the bottom. Stabilise. So there we go, Guru, or Tony. We have two into that pot. I shall put the Guru's parsnip challenge. It's not really a challenge, but just so that I know what it is. So there we go, we have two in there. Now let's go and get a deeper pot and get the bigger ones in, and then we shall see what the difference is at the end of the year. Now, this is about 3 or 4 times as big. It's got a wee label on it, but there's nothing in it, and it's already half filled with compost, so I'm just going to give that a wee tweak. Make sure there's no chafer or vine weevil grubs in there. And we're good. That's just come out that bag of compost, guys. Look, honestly, should be bloody ashamed of ourselves. Top it up. Obviously, the deeper the pots, hopefully, the longer and thicker the parsnips. Blinking Nora. There we go. That's that topped up. Quite a big pot indeed. That would have done for tomatoes, but never mind, it's getting done now. And move everything out of the way. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, 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 careful, 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 careful. Oh, there you go. This one's ready for going to town already. So you have 4 in here. Or we shall, once this is done, have 4 in here. 2 smaller ones, a medium one, and a king size rooty tooty one. Could I get one in the middle there, guys, do you think? Do you think I could pop another one in the middle? I think I'll pop another one in the middle. Right, get this one here, it's nearest. Yes, I'm sure those little things at the side must be a flower seed that I've sown. There we go. Because they're popping up everywhere. So I've got 1, 2 parsnips in there, and I have a tub of parsnips in here as well. I'm going to see how this lot go for the time being, and maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do another pot with these ones that are still a wee bit small. Right, so there we go, parsnips in pots. Till the next time, guys, au revoir, to the poop, happy Sunday, bye-byes.